I'm a sucker for any like type of like, trying to think like the right way to describe it, but like this, like you're down in the dumps, everything is kind of, you know, not going right. You're uneasy in the world. Onyx skies turn into opalite. Fucking, we're back in it, baby. And like, I'm all about it. The vibe of the chorus is very Christmassy to me, which makes it feel even more joyous. I just like love the chorus is just such a catchy, like freaking groove.
It's just a fun bop, man.
Love that song. Love that song so much. Eldest daughter, I'm a sucker for a ballad. And I just think the expression in that song and the sentiment behind it is beautiful.
Yeah.
Taylor, obviously being an amazing writer, knocked out of the park with that one. I really love that song. Then my other top three on the first time listening through were probably Fate of Ophelia, Life of a Showgirl, and Actually Romantic. I like Actually Romantic a lot. It's kind of almost like
that's become like my, like, I wouldn't say new favorite, but like, that's the one I catch myself going to whenever I look at the list.
I loved it. I really did.
It's got that like that alternative rock, like
it feels 90s to me a little bit. Like if yeah.
I love that shit.
And then to me, when I was listening to it the first time, and I don't know if this was the intention by Taylor.
And she makes talking shit sound so sweet.
I thought that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love that shit.
And then to me, when I was listening to it the first time, and I don't know if this was the intention by Taylor.
And she makes talking shit sound so sweet.
I thought that was a lot of fun. Wish List now is probably one. I put that up there with my top tracks on the album. And Kylie listened to that first, and she was the one who kind of like told me to go back and listen to that one. And I listened to it while reading the lyrics because sometimes I need to do that. But I think the sentiment behind that song is fantastic.
Yeah,
and I think, it's very well done. It's clever. It talks about like what life really is about and like what relationships are really about. And I think it's just very well done. But I like all the songs. I like.
It's a great song.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Do you feel like not? Do you feel? Trying to think of the word. Do you feel not confident? Do you feel cocky? Do you feel cocky about the song Wood?
No,
like
I mean, whole any song that she references me.
That's not just any song.
It's very like
this is a very specific you.
I love that girl. So what do you mean? Any song that she would reference me in any?
Well, it's not just you though. It's an appendage. It's not just you as a. What? It's a very specific thing.
I think you're not understanding the song.
Jesus Christ, Travis! Come on.
No way.
Redwood tree ain't hard to see. I thought redwood was a little bit. That's a generous word. I think if somebody wrote a song about me, it'd be like Japanese maple. Sometimes can see.
Japanese maple. That's hilarious.
That song's great though. The freaking the beat to that song is fantastic, and that's right up my alley. So well done. I think it's a great song. What other ones really caught? Canceled.
Travis Kelce has proven himself to be Taylor Swift's most devoted supporter. The Kansas City Chiefs tight end, who is 35 years old, publicly celebrated his fiancée after she released her eagerly awaited 12th studio album titled The Life of a Showgirl. He shared his enthusiasm during a Tuesday episode of his New Heights podcast on October 7th. "Let's take a moment to celebrate Taylor," Travis said to his brother Jason Kelce during the show. "She has accomplished something remarkable once again. She has captivated the entire world. It has been incredibly enjoyable watching everyone respond to this release, and we have been having an amazing time experiencing it together." Travis went on to say that observing her navigate through her promotional tour, including radio appearances and various talk show interviews, has been wonderful. "She has looked stunning, sounded incredible, and this album is truly exceptional. If you have not listened to The Life of a Showgirl yet, you absolutely need to check it out." The segment from New Heights included a caption noting that Jason has a special talent for asking Travis exactly what everyone wants to hear. When Jason asked his brother about his feelings regarding Swift's latest music, Kelce responded with laughter and tilted his head backward. Fans would need to wait until the following day, Wednesday, October 8th, to hear Travis provide a more detailed answer. Travis, who revealed his engagement to Swift through a shared Instagram announcement on August 26th, has actually played a significant role in the story behind the life of a showgirl. On August 12th, the NFL player helped Swift announce her upcoming album release when she made a highly anticipated guest appearance on New Heights alongside both Travis and his brother Jason. The album announcement came through a teaser clip released at exactly 12 minutes past midnight, just before the complete podcast episode dropped. In the teaser, Swift asks Jason if she can show him something special. Jason responds with curiosity, asking what they have, and observes that there is a briefcase. The mint green case features the initials TS, prompting Swift to confirm this detail. When Jason inquires about the contents inside the briefcase, Swift discloses that it contains her brand new album, The Life of a Showgirl, which is her 12th studio album. Travis adds his own commentary to the moment. In the complete episode that was released the next day, Swift unveiled the mint green and sparkly orange artwork for The Life of a Showgirl along with 12 brand new tracks that capture her showgirl era. After fans decoded various hidden clues she had planted, many believe that Travis served as inspiration for several songs on the album. During the same podcast appearance, Travis mentioned that he had already listened to the entire album from start to finish. He faced pressure to reveal which song he considered his favorite from the new release. "I am going to poke the bear and challenge all the Swifties out there," the Chiefs player announced during the episode. "I keep playing this album on repeat. I know she said it would feature more pop beats, but her music remains incredibly poetic through her melodies and references. It is so much fun to listen to. I have been dancing all around the house." When Jason pushed Travis to name his top choice from the album, Travis finally shared his answer. "I think Opalite might be my favorite right now. At least at this moment. Every time that song comes on, I always find myself drawn to it," he admitted. Travis also promised fans that The Life of a Showgirl would definitely get them moving. If you're enjoying these behind-the-scenes details about Taylor and Travis, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any updates about their journey together. Taylor Swift opened up about more details surrounding her engagement and that stunning ring. During her appearance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon on Monday, October 6th, the 35-year-old musician behind The Life of a Showgirl shared that her fiancé Travis Kelce had possessed her engagement ring for quite an extended period before he actually proposed to her. When host Jimmy Fallon asked Swift whether Kelce, who is 36, invested significant effort into selecting her engagement ring, she confirmed that he absolutely did. "He also held on to it for a really long time before giving it to me. He customized and designed the ring working with an incredible jeweler," Swift explained while discussing her brilliant engagement ring. Fallon, who is 51, responded by noting how gorgeous it looks, even commenting that the sides are beautiful too. "I know," Swift agreed. "I look at it constantly because it does not feel normal to me in any way." Speaking about Kelce, she added that he is simply her favorite person she has ever encountered. "No offense to anyone else, but the reality that this is the person I get to spend time with every single day forever is everything. When you look at the ring, you think about how you will be spending forever with him, and this represents that commitment." Fallon then inquired whether it was accurate that Kelce proposed after they recorded the record-breaking podcast episode together during which her new album The Life of a Showgirl was announced. Swift confirmed this was true. "Basically, I think for Travis the podcast served as a distraction technique to prevent me from looking out the windows of the house," Swift explained before detailing how the proposal unfolded. She revealed how Kelce had installed blackout drapes on every window of his house for the recording session while the engagement setup was being arranged in his backyard. "I thought he was taking this podcast so seriously, and I really appreciated that level of dedication," she continued regarding the recording session. "Afterward, I started noticing he was walking around seeming nervous about the podcast. He kept saying his heart was racing and that he knew how much this meant to me. He wanted everything to be exactly what I hoped it would be since we had been discussing doing the podcast and announcing the album together." He mentioned his heart was racing, and I had never witnessed this man nervous before. He is professionally someone who does not get nervous. Obviously, he was not nervous about the podcast. Fallon interjected. He was probably thinking about what questions to ask you. I know one particular question he planned to ask. I know the big one, but I cannot reveal that yet, Fallon added enthusiastically while jumping up from behind his desk. Swift then described how Kelce suggested they take a walk around the backyard with a glass of wine. I am always going to want to do that, she replied. Then I understood exactly why all the windows had curtains and why he seemed nervous, and it turned out to be the best possible outcome imaginable. Fallon then displayed a photograph from their flower-filled engagement. Look at that scene, Swift remarked. That is what he transformed the backyard into, like a secret garden paradise. Swift and Kelce publicly announced their engagement on August 26th, which was 13 days following the podcast episode release. The couple initially began their relationship back in 2023. Continuing with the wedding theme, Swift also discussed her experience attending her longtime friend Selena Gomez's recent wedding to music producer Benny Blanco. I got to witness her being the most elegant and gorgeous vision, not only as a bride but as a person. I have never seen anything as beautiful as her on her wedding day, Swift said about the September 27th ceremony. Swift also mentioned that during her speech at the wedding, she deliberately avoided mentioning her own engagement to ensure the spotlight remained entirely on the bride. I actually made it a point not to bring up anything about my engagement, she explained. Nobody wants you acting like this is your wedding day while showing off your ring with a raised hand. I decided not to mention it at all. Instead, Swift said her speech focused on meeting Gomez for the first time back in 2008. I did include some light-hearted teasing about how we used to dress during 2008, the year we first met. I talked a bit about that year, expressed how happy I am for her, and reflected on how beautiful it has been to be part of her life. But I did not make it about myself. Before we continue with more exclusive details, hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all things Taylor Swift and her amazing journey. She has been appearing on multiple interview programs to promote her new successful album, The Life of a Showgirl, during recent days. However, Taylor Swift took some well-deserved time off on Tuesday night when she was seen heading to dinner in New York City accompanied by her close friend, comedian Jared Carmichael. The 35-year-old pop icon displayed a fashionable look wearing a plaid miniskirt upon arriving at the restaurant, the popular steakhouse called the 86. She appeared sleek in a slim black sweater that emphasized her trim physique. Taylor paired the sweater with her short plaid skirt, and the 5'10" beauty highlighted her long legs with tall tan leather boots. She complemented her outfit with a small Christian Dior handbag and added sparkle through gold bracelets and a slim luxury wristwatch featuring a rectangular face similar to the Cartier Tank American she has worn previously. The era's tour performer styled her long blonde hair straight, sweeping it over one shoulder, and wore crimson lipstick. Jared looked sharp in a black jacket with a white top. Last year, Jared discussed his friendship with Taylor on Jimmy Kimmel's show. "That is my best friend. Taylor is my best friend," he initially said while smiling at a photo showing them together during an NFL postseason game last winter. He later clarified that while he might not be her best friend, she is definitely his best friend. Can anyone imagine having a better friend than Taylor Swift? I contacted my former best friend and told them they were out and Taylor was in. You never invited me on your private jet to attend a game. She is incredibly smart and interesting. Intrigued about how their friendship developed, Kimmel asked whether she called him to invite him to the game. Carmichael confirmed this happened, adding that she actually knows more about football than he does. She even shared tactical knowledge about the game with Carmichael, leading the comedian to joke that he was the girlfriend in their dynamic. And please understand, since this will end up on YouTube, I can already predict the headline will read something like Jared Carmichael says Taylor Swift is his best friend, the stand-up comedian continued. Actually, I probably will not even get top billing. It will say Taylor Swift is Jared Carmichael's best friend. Please do not do that to me. It needs to be phrased differently. I genuinely love her though. This outing occurred after she recently disclosed information about another significant musical project. Following the releases of re-recorded versions of several early albums, Taylor's fans have eagerly anticipated the release of Reputation Taylor's version, which would complete the final album from the batch of master recordings originally purchased by her adversary Scooter Braun. However, Taylor has not seemed rushed to release a re-recorded version of Reputation, and she indicated that fans might be waiting considerably longer as she concentrates on new music. During an appearance on The Ruler and Ryan Show, Taylor initially celebrated the newfound appreciation for the divisive album. "It is pretty exciting because that was always the album where I felt it did not really receive a fair chance," Taylor expressed enthusiastically. "So now that people are saying they love that album and want more of it, it feels lovely and wonderful." But Taylor then disappointed many fans by stating there is nothing coming from Reputation anytime soon. She explained that she was attempting to live in the present rather than dwelling on the past. "This is funny because we just released a new album and I am completely immersed in that moment. I believe this current moment is pretty fantastic," Taylor said. "What I would encourage my fans to do is simply be present with me. Be here with me experiencing this album because this album is fantastic and we are all enjoying ourselves tremendously." Since its release, The Life of a Showgirl has shattered streaming records and achieved Swift's most successful debut to date. The artist gave her fans hope that a re-recorded version of Reputation might surface back in May when she premiered Look What You Made Me Do, Taylor's version, on an episode of The Handmaid's Tale. Nevertheless, it remains unclear how much of the album Taylor has actually re-recorded, and she has previously voiced concerns about re-releasing it. Notably, she selected multiple songs from Reputation to create a playlist of her personal inspirations before releasing The Life of a Showgirl. The song she had already re-recorded, Look What You Made Me Do, was one of several Reputation tracks that Swift created with her regular producer and songwriter Jack Antonoff, who continued working with her on multiple subsequent albums but was not involved in her latest project. However, most of Reputation was produced with pop super producers Max Martin and Shellback, who declined to participate in re-recordings of earlier material they produced for Taylor but returned after Reputation to work on The Life of a Showgirl. Now that they are collaborating with Taylor again, it might provide an opportunity for them to work together on re-recording the songs they originally created with her for Reputation.